Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John, and this is Timberborn. And there are plans afoot, my friends. Yes indeed, plans indeed. We have, over here, I have set up a string of floodgates and a little platform walkway. I should put the path in. Along here, because this is going to be our spillway for if and when we get a bad tide coming through. Because bad tides, this will just change to producing bad water, and that is going to kill us, basically. If bad water gets through here, all of our fresh water stops, all of our crops die, all of this land becomes infected. Yeah, not a good time. As you can see, the drought has just ended. So the bad water is being pushed back around here. Oh, we have our, up here, the other part of our plan, we have ourselves a lumberjack, and we are going to cut down, yeah, all of these trees. And those. And we're also going to put in, along here, double floodgates, so that we can use this as a reservoir. Yeah. And also, you know, stop the water from flowing. If it's a bad tide, stop it from flowing this way. And send it all down through here. That's the plan. I've started putting in some steps up there. We are still quite short of planks. We're not doing too bad for logs at the moment. But we are okay for food and water. We're building up a small supply of cassavas. Once we get a decent amount stored up, I will turn on the fermenter. And we'll turn that into food as well. Population-wise, 22 beavers. 3 of them are children. We are going to get another 2 children fairly soon. So that will be good, which means we'll get a couple of these beavers growing up. Yeah. We're doing okay. That's what I'm going to work on for the moment. I do want to put more farming in down here, but we are, as I say, okay for food for the moment. I don't really think there's anything more we can do right now. Probably not that's going to be very useful. Maybe some more water storage. That wouldn't be a bad plan. Or maybe, let's have a look. How much research do we have? 216. We need 250 for the double floodgates. Which is what we're going to put along here. 20 science points. We can spend 20 science points. That's fine. Let's put one in there and one there. So when they're either sleeping or using the recreational area, they'll get the boost from the shrubs. Okay. Yes. That's good. Right. I will spin on. We want to get back up to... well, we want to get to 250 science points. And we are using a lot of our wood and our planks to build all of this. I've not connected it up there, so we're not going to start building that yet. Obviously, I want a bit more in terms of wood and planks. Yeah. So I'm going to spin on till we've got a few more logs and planks in stock then. Okay, there we go. We have 250 science points. So let's unlock the double floodgates. There we go. And we are going to put these in. Now, do I put them in? Yes. I've just answered my own question. I'm going to put levees in across there. And then put the double floodgates in across there. And then we are going to need... Yep, that's good. A string of platforms across there. And we can put steps in either side and connect that up with a path. And we can bring that across to join this path here as well. Right, I'm going to... No, I'm not going to high... Yeah. I'm going to high prioritize all of this. Like so. And I will low prioritize all of this. So hopefully they'll build this first. And now we need to connect it up. There we go, like so. Excellent. Right, that is going to take a while. We have some planks. Yeah, it's going to take a long time. Still, never mind. Hopefully that will go in before we get the first Badtide. Now, what else do I want? We only have one unemployed beaver. I did put 2 more into the district centre there, so we are now, I think, fully staffed across the colony, he says, just checking. Yep. Okay, so they're going to need to do that. I did put some log storage in up here, which is already full, but that's fine. Just means we've got more logs coming in. I really do want a hauler's lodge as well. That would be useful. I mean, we absolutely don't have the beavers for it at the moment. But it would be worthwhile. Yeah, I'm going to put a hauler's lodge in. I'm going to put it right next to the district centre here. And we will set that lowest priority workplace. So only when there's absolutely nothing else to do will they go in there. And actually, we should probably get that built first. Okay, let me spin on a couple more days. We'll see how we go with all of this. Hopefully we'll get the hauler's lodge in first. And then I think I'm going to put in some farming over here. Okay, yes, I'm an idiot. I know. I did eventually notice that I'd set that to high priority rather than the construction site, after having set that to low priority to start with. I know, I'm an idiot. Oh, and I did also connect the path up there as well. So that helps. Over here, we've got 3 levees in already and one of the platforms. So actually, we're doing pretty well. We've got 8 of the logs we need. No planks, but we do have planks in stock. So yeah, we're actually doing okay. We're also building up a reasonable supply of cassavas. But we don't have any workers anywhere because we've just had a death. But that's fine. We've got an injured beaver. What's wrong with you? You're injured rather than... Okay, we're going to need to put in a medical bed. Don't think we've got the... No, we need 80 science. We've only got 27. Okay. Well, we'll build up some more science, and then we'll get a medical bed in. Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking about putting in a forestry up here as well. At the moment, we're okay for logs, because we are bringing these in. These are growing, so we're not too bad. But I do think another forestry up here, because once we build these floodgates, this is going to raise up to this level. So we will get more fertile ground across here. So I don't think it would be a terrible plan to put in a forestry up here once, obviously, we've got all of this built. I think this is more important. Okay. Do we need more breeding pods? At the moment, I'm going to say no. We don't want to build our population too quickly, because that will put a big strain on our food and water production, which we might need more water production, to be honest. Although they're not actually pumping because storage is mostly full. Yeah, so they're transporting water across here because we don't have any haulers. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this is going to be a big leap between now and when this is done, I think. We'll probably get the drought before then. We've got our shrubs in. We're maintaining a well-being of 6, which isn't terrible. Yeah, I really don't know. We could absolutely get another strip of crops in there, or another 2 strips of crops in there easily enough. But again, we are okay for food. We are going to need storage for the fermented cassavas once we've done that. So let's put that I don't really want to put it there. No, let's put that out here. Like so. And you will be for storing. Where are we? No. That's the one. Fermented cassavas. There we are. Yeah, okay. We're still okay, we're producing planks at pretty much the speed that we need to. We've got our first floodgate in. Not sure what's being built next here. Probably that platform, yeah. Okay, that's going quicker than I thought it would. I'll spin on. Day 11, and I've turned the fermenter on. We are making a few fermented cassavas. They're being eaten pretty quickly, because obviously the best food we have. We have a well-being of 8. I have unlocked and set up to put in the medical bed. I was going to put it over here, and I rearranged the path to fit it in. But then I realised it would be better next to the shrub, because then anyone who is healing in the medical bed will get the benefit from the shrub as well. So that's what I've done there. We currently have 1 hauler, partly because we've put someone in the fermenter. Over here we have 2 of our floodgates in and 2 of our platforms. So that's doing okay. I have connected this path up to this side, just so that when we get to that point, it will be easier to transfer logs back across to this side. This is slowly being put together. We have 8 of the 15 logs we need, but obviously all of our wood is going elsewhere. Where are you going? Oh, are you coming up this way to start building over here? Oh, that's good. Well done. That shows initiative. Bravo. Yes, so that's where we are. Food-wise, absolutely fine. Haven't put in any more water storage or anything yet. Let's have a look. Nope. Storage. Okay, we need gears before we did that. So, yeah, we need 100 science points to unlock the gear workshop, and then 120 to unlock the medium storage tank. We don't need gears for anything at the moment, so I'm not going to waste our resources, our precious, precious resources, on anything like that for the moment. We still have 4 spare beds. Our population is slowly growing. I'm thinking it might be worth putting in another breeding tank. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to. I'm going to put in 1 more breeding tank. I'll set up the space for more. But I will put 1 more in, and we will prioritise that. Whoops. That shouldn't take long. We do have the logs spare. So, yeah, this is taking a while, but it is, you know, pretty important that we get this done before a bad tide arrives. Because that, as I say, that will be big trouble. So, I will spin on till the start of the drought whenever it turns up, unless something interesting happens in between now and then. Oh no. I've just realised we have a bad tide approaching. We're going to get our first bad tide. We might be alright. We need this platform and this floodgate built as soon as possible. We've got 1.7 days. We have none of the resources in because we need this platform done first. How are we doing there? We have none of the resources in. Hopefully they're on their way. We have got this now set to high priority. In fact, we will set these to low priority so that we get these done first. We might get it done. If we do, we can just bring this up and all the bad tide will hopefully go this way and provide us with a nice, you know, proof of concept, really. If not, we're going to be in big, big trouble. Well, let's see what happens. I'll come back at the start of the bad tide. Okay, and here is the bad tide. luckily, we've got this finished. So, I mean, in theory, you could let more water through, but we won't bother. There's not a lot of point at this stage. So, hopefully, all of this is going to start going this way. That was lucky, wasn't it? Wasn't I clever? That was a bit close for comfort, to be honest. Anyway, everything else is going fine. This is obviously going to become infected with the Badtide once the water stops flowing. But we have this as our water source. We're fine for water at the moment. We've got 77. But we're producing, so that should be fine. We should be okay. Okay. Oh, yes. Obviously, all this is going to die back. Which makes me question the decision to put a forestry up here. How long is it going to take? They're going to die immediately. Yeah. As are they. Yeah, probably not a great idea to put a forestry up here, is there? Is it? Although, what we... I wonder... This is thinking long term. Where are we? If we set up a dirt excavator to get dirt, could we, in theory, set up a buffer zone? Just sort of one tile wide and keep that filled with fresh water. Would that provide enough of a buffer between the Badtide and the ground to keep it fertile? That might be worth an experiment. Okay, but that seems to be working. It's not affecting anything else. We've still got, obviously, hydration down here. Okay. I think, as a proof of concept, that's done its job. Yeah. Okay. Let's spin on through the drought. How many people have you got in here? Only 2. Yeah, we definitely need more, don't we? And we will need more housing as well, but I'll hold off on the housing until we've got some more of this done. Okay, and that's the end of the Badtide, and this is now starting to flow with fresh water again. Excellent stuff. Obviously, all of our trees here are dead, which isn't helpful. But, I mean, we can just replant. That should be fine. We're actually making some progress on our floodgate through here. I will drop them down to 0, because we don't want this to overflow with Badtide. We are up to 4 workers in our hauling post now, which is nice. 3 beds left, so it is time to start looking at building some housing, I think. That literally took 2 days to get to that point. So let's pop ourselves another barrack building in there. And we will... Whoops. Bring those across like that. Okay. Are you all set to... Yeah, you are all set to low. That's good. Right. Once, obviously, this is flushed out, we can drop the floodgates here. That's actually not taking too long at all. That's probably going to be done by the end of the day, if not before. That's good. Okay. Now, food-wise, we've run out of cassavas because we've turned them all into fermented cassavas. I've switched off the fermenter again now. We have still a lot of other food available, so that's good. I do want to get some more water storage, though. And if we're going to start building across here, it makes sense to put some water storage across here, doesn't it? Yes, John. Yes, it does. So let's put some water storage across here. And then we can set up a farmhouse in here. And we'll get some more crops on the go. Probably more cassavas, because we go through those very quickly. Yeah, that should be fine, he says. Okay, so we should build this first and then the farmhouse and the water storage over there before we finish off this. Okay, that's going to take slightly longer to clear that little eddy there. I mean, it filled up in 2 days, so it should empty out in 2 days, shouldn't it? That'll be fine. It'll be fine. And we've got fertility back, and it looks like some of these trees are actually starting to regrow. So it might be worth setting up a forestry over here when we have more beavers. Okay, I'll spin on until some of this building work is done. I'll make sure that this is as clear as it can be before I send it through. Or I suppose it will just... No, we don't want to contaminate this, do we? So yeah, I'll make sure this is as clear as I can make it before I send it across there. And then we'll close this up and drop this down. And we'll maintain up to this level. So basically up to the top of this tile here. So yeah, it's already, you can see it's already spread fertility at this rate. That's good. That's very good. Okay, I will spin on. Day 6 then, and we've got our floodgates up here complete. We have filled it up. So this is closed off completely, and this is at 1.5 height. So we're getting all of this fertility up here. I've planted up, or have set to plant up, pine to replace what we've chopped down. We can actually... Let's have... Where are you? There you are. We can pause you for now. We are running low on logs again, because we've obviously used a lot of them. So I've turned off the sawmill. I've turned off the fermenter for the moment. We've only got 68 cassavas in stock. 69. Nice. To be fermented anyway. I've planted up all of this with cassavas over here. We have our water storage in. Yeah, we're doing okay. I think I should probably let it run for a good few days. Let us sort of build up stocks. We've almost got a full hauling post down here, which is pretty good, but that's only because we've got all of this turned off. What I might do is start making my way up here, because as somebody very helpfully pointed out, bad water flows all of the time, which means we can put power wheels in here and get a little bit of power out of here. It won't be much, but it's a start. And I was also looking to see if there was a way that we could just get this off the map. Maybe similar to the way we did in the last series, have a little spillway with power wheels all the way down it. But I can't think of a way that we can do that without blocking off this flow. Because we can't build any kind of tunnels for the water to pass through. So I don't know what to do there. I mean, the other option is using dynamite to basically just blast this in half and have the water flow down this way. But yeah, I don't know. Really don't know. But that would be sort of the easiest way to do it. Stop it from basically mingling with this water, but we can't, as far as I'm aware, anyway. Unless we just pump everything and ditch it somewhere else, but I'm not sure we'll be able to pump quicker than it produces. So yeah, don't know. But that's where we are for the moment. I will spin on again. Like I said, I want to build up our population. I want to build up our stock of wood and planks and things like that. I don't know what the next thing to do is on this map. It's a small map, and there's... Oh, we had a bit of spillage there by the looks of it. Maybe that's the next plan. Maybe that's coming down here is the next plan, and putting in another dam and levee arrangement down here to protect these trees during the droughts and the bad tides. Yes, that's our next plan. Okay, let's set that up. Okay, we have ourselves a path down here. We have ourselves a woodcutter to clear out these oak trees down here. That'll give us a big bunch of logs. That'll be nice. And I think we should probably... I mean, there's no reason why we shouldn't just come straight across here, is there? No, there isn't. No. Okay, right. So this is going to be... I want it in line with this, ideally. So across there, and then it's going to be dams across there, like that. And obviously once these trees are all cleared out, we'll fill that gap in there. In fact... let's cancel all of that so they concentrate on this. There we go. Okay. That's good for that. Let's get that done. Again, probably not going to be done before the next drought. We are going to want to get rid of that bit of path. And put in steps up. And we will prioritise those for the moment. And we will put a path in. Just across. Actually, we don't want one there, do we? We'll want... oh, no, we do want one there. Yep, sorry. I was trying to figure out if that's the right height. We want path there. And then another... probably a levee in there. And steps on top of that. That's fine. Okay. That's going to take a good few days. So, in the meantime, there's not a lot else I can... oops. Metal in the face. Not a lot else I can do. We are building up our research points, our science points. Builder's help would be useful. Housing we're okay for. What have we got there? Deep bad water pump. Okay, so we'd be able to pump the bad water out if we get contaminated. That's fine. Fluid dump. So, yeah, it's what was the water dump. Now dumps bad water as well. Oops, no, don't want to unlock that. That's all the same. Deep mechanical fluid pump, so that's either water or bad water. And a centrifuge. Heavy-duty machinery transforming the dangerous bad water into usable extract. That's some way off because we need both gears and metal beams for that. So we need to get metal going first. Okay, so the extract, with that, we can use it in an advanced breeding pod. Utilizes an advanced breeding process to produce adult beavers eager to get to work. So instead of producing children that we have to wait for them to get to work, we just have adults being born. That's useful. What about food? What have we got? Oil press. Gears needed for that. Metal is needed for the hydroponic gardens. They use a lot of water, so we'll need to do something about our water supply. And we'll need that if we set up a hydroponic garden, because we'll need to... and we can produce mushrooms as well. We can plant coffee. I'd forgotten a lot of this. Yeah, so I think the gear workshop is probably next, but I think we probably want to look at getting some more power before we do that. Yeah. I think we're going to look at getting power from the bad water up here. I think that's probably the best bet. So that's going to require getting steps up here. Yeah. All right, we'll get this dam and levee done first. Okay, we've had the drought warning. It is going to be a drought rather than a bad tide, so that's a bonus. Got 2.5 days. I don't think we're going to get this done. Ideally, we'd just be able to get the... Oh, actually, that's what we could do, isn't it? Right, let's do that. We will high prioritize that, and we will high prioritize the levies. And hopefully we'll be able to get at least those done before the drought. And that will stop the Badtide feeding back in at least. That's the hope. We've got rid of all the trees over this side. We've now switched back over to getting rid of all of these. Yeah, at the moment I don't really care about the dam section of this. Just if we can get this bit done and stop the Badtide coming back in and polluting all of our logging operation. I've turned all of this back on, although we've reached the end of the day, so there's no power, because we've built up another good stock of cassavas, so I want to get those fermented as quickly as possible. Okay, I'll spin on to the start of the drought and we'll see how bad it's going to be. Okay, 0.6, well, half a day before the drought, and we have completed our levies. So we are, in theory, going to be safe from the Badtide backing up into this section, which should keep a lot of this more fertile than it would have done. We're not going to get the dam finished, obviously. So that is going to drop back down, which means that currently flooded lumberjack will start working again. So they'll be able to get in there and get rid of these trees. Yeah, so that's that done. I'll spin on to the start of the drought. Okay, there we go. 6 days. Let's close those, at least for the moment. I have put in a water pump up here, so we're going to be able to use this to supply us with water, which is nice. I really should have closed those last night, but never mind. This should drain out. There we go. It's already started. And we'll get our woodcutter back. Okay. Before we finish, I do have a terrible, shameful confession to make. I was concentrating on the game too much, and I let half a mug of tea go cold. I know, I'm a terrible person. I will flagellate myself later. But that's how good this game is. I really am enjoying it. That Badtide mechanic, I was unsure to begin with. And obviously I haven't even started to deal with this mess back here yet. But I like it. It's a different kind of challenge. Very much in the same vein as the normal challenge of the game. But it adds a different element to it. I like it. And I think I picked a really good map to test it out on as well. Because we had this slipway already set up. That's some good level design. I like that. But we will leave it there for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for commenting. Thank you very much for coming back for more episodes. Please do give us a like and a subscribe if you've enjoyed it. Please do pop any comments down below. I do enjoy reading them all and do take on the advice sometimes, if I remember. And please come back next time. Until then, I've been John. This has been Timberborn. Please do take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye-bye.